Google has tapped AI to show shoppers how clothes fit different bodies. According to Wired, brands that run ads for women's or men's shirts, they're just testing in this category right now, will have the ability to show shoppers how the products look on dozens of different real models without taking additional photos. The new feature means that typing in eyelet crop top, which I know you do all the time, Chris.
Oh yeah,
When
did
you
it last
type
night
in
twice.
eyelet crop top on Google search engine, for example, it could return an ad with a clickable gallery that shows what an item looks like on women with different skin tones and body types. Google says brands do not need to share detailed dimensions of the clothing with the company for it to generate new images of models wearing them. All of which, according to Wired, makes the try-on tool easier for advertisers to use, but also means it can't replace an old-fashioned tape measure if you want to know for certain whether that eyelet crop top will be long enough for your torso. Chris, I know this is a major concern for
I
you.
definitely do, Anne. I definitely
With
do.
your long torso, how do
I
you
do have a long
feel
torso, actually.
about Google's new offering for men's and women's tops?
I think this is going to be the biggest debate of the show. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm a big meh on this one.
Okay.
I am not excited about this at all. I guess from an advertiser's perspective, it saves a little time. I guess it saves me time, but the last point that you raised is also concerning to me. Like you still aren't confident that it's going to fit you. So then I get into the question of like how deceptive is this? Because I'm an
Sure.
advertiser. I'm going to make sure it looks good on those silhouettes or those fit models that I'm choosing. So I don't know. I just at the end of the day, with all this stuff, I just go back to what I've been saying for a while. Getting fit tech right where it makes a difference involves coordinating so many different systems to link up in so many different ways that I think it's really hard to do to the point where it really moves the needle and gives people the degree of confidence they want when making a purchase. So that's my take on this last headline. I put this headline in that same bucket of like, yeah, I
Oh, no.
guess, but
No, no.
oh, this is gonna change how you shop. Really, that's
I
what
think
you
it's going to
think?
change how a lot of people shop because I
Wow. All
think
right.
that what's happening here, I think you have to separate this from the fit tech. Like, this is not saying with 1,000-degree percentage of confidence that, like, this is what it's going to look like on your body. But when you think about how people are shopping, and according to a SEMrush study, I did some research last night. So, as of January 2024, half of consumers are going to Google for a
Yeah.
first time product search. Okay. Let's lay the groundwork
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. For sure.
Then you add on top the 12 billion people using Google Lens in social feeds or the circle it function that Google's been like out there promoting like crazy. And so I think when you think about where discovery is happening or where you're going for a new product search, if I get that search page, which Google has done such a better job of showing pictures of that product right away and allowing me to shop, if I see a picture of somebody who looks like me or an item that's on someone who looks like my body type, I'm clicking into that second search versus seeing just like a typical tiny petite model wearing that item. I think this gives you the opportunity to get them that next click where they will go and confirm, like, what will this actually look like on me? Let's read the product dimensions. Let's look at the fabric that it's made with. Like, I think that Google is just like, without requiring extra effort from the advertiser or from the brands, this ability to further personalize that experience, and the technology will only get better. So is it perfect now? No, but it's going
Hmm.
to elevate shopping experiences and only get better from here.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm scared. So wait. So let me ask you. Let me press you a little bit because we got some
Yeah.
time. The show's running quick. So like let's say you do this right, and
Yeah.
you get it home, and the eyelet crop top is much shorter than it appeared on the Google search or what you were looking at when you were buying it. Does that
Yep.
make you less trusting of the technology the next time you're looking at it, or no? Or does
No,
it
not at
even
all.
matter? That's kind
It
of my
doesn't
point
matter.
too.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's the
matter.
thing. It
You're going to
doesn't
do it.
matter.
You're going to do it. You're going to order that.
It doesn't
You
do
may
anything for
order
you
that
then.
anyway, but I want to look at the metric that I want to look at is clicks from the Google shopping page. And if those clicks increase when you have different models that are represented based on that individual, it's not so, I really think it needs to be
Engagement.
separated from like, is this going to perfectly represent what it's going to look like on me? Probably not, but it'll give me a more accurate picture of what this product looks like on somebody that's my size. So that's really what I'm going for here. It's not fit. I don't think we're at fit technology. You still have to go to the retailer to look at the specs and really determine,
Yeah.
and like you said, use the tape measure, but it's getting somebody from that search page to the brand page that I think this is going to improve.
I am skeptical. You are the biggest Google file though right now. My
Oh
God.
God,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
love
You
it.
are
I love it
you're
so
like the
much.
Google brand ambassador. Everywhere we go, you're talking about it. Yeah.
But I
No, it's
think
good.
if you look at it and when you show people Google Lens and the power, I can't tell you, that's like my favorite cocktail party trick right
Oh,
now.
I
Is
know.
just
I
like
know.
showing people Google Lens, their minds are blown. I mean, it is so, and 12 billion searches, like just, you know, lots
Yeah.
of people out there discovering it for the very first time still. So I
Yeah.
think that number is only going to increase
It
too.
is pretty
But
cool. It is pretty cool. Although Google Lens is different than this too. I mean, they're kind of, I mean, it functions potentially together, but I see what you're saying. But yes.
true,
But
true. But it's
but
getting people to the brand page,
yeah.
finding that thing, getting them seeing my body with that item on or something that more closely represents my body, and then getting them to the page that I love.